Registered Cossacks comprised special Cossack units of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth Army in the 16th and 17th centuries. Registered Cossacks became a military formation of the Commonwealth Army beginning in 1572, soon after the Union of Lublin, when most of the territory of modern Ukraine passed to the Crown of Poland. Registered Cossack formations were based on the Zaporozhian Cossacks, who already lived on the lower reaches of the Dnieper River amidst the Pontic steppes, as well as on self-defense formations within settlements in the region of modern central and southern Ukraine. History. Historically, the first official plan for the creation of Cossack formations as a border service was brought to the State Council of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania in 1524 by Seaman Polozovich and Krzysztof Kamitik. However, due to the lack of funds, the idea was not realized. The Starosta of Cherkasy, Ostap Dashkevich, revived the idea at the 1533 council in Piotrko-Tribunalski. Dashkevich tried to show that in order to protect the borders beyond the Dnieper, it would be necessary to maintain an army of 2,000 soldiers and several hundred cavalrymen. He pointed out the importance of establishing forts on the river's islands to keep Tatar raids in check. On July 21, 1541, the King of Poland, Sigismund I the Old, issued an edict to the Starosta of Cherkasy, Andrzej Glebovich Prunski, in which he strictly warned Prunski to control the Cossack raids against Tatar Ulysses. With the start of the Livonian War in the 16th century, the voivode of Kiev, Konstanty Wasyl-Ostrogsky, and the Starosta of Cherkasy, Alexander Wisnowiecki, recruited Cossacks to their armies, while in 1568 King Sigismund II Augustus sent a proposition to the Zaporozhian Cossacks to join his foreign campaign and sign up for royal service. Sigismund II Augustus decreed the formation of registered Cossacks on June 5, 1572, when the king confirmed the orders of Great Crown Hetman Jerzy Jasłowiecki, the voivode of Podol and Ruthenia, for state service. The first hetman of the registered Cossacks and court-martial was Jan Badowski. The registered Cossacks were the only military Cossack formation recognized by the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Battery and wars in Livonia, Moldavia and Muscovy. The most well-known of the first recorded Cossack reforms came from King of Poland Stefan Batory. At first, Batory tried to control Cossack forces that were waging wars in Moldavia and Wallachia, as well as other parts of the Ottoman Empire. On the 4th of April 1578 he issued 4 universals to all local government officials. He asked them to support Jan Tarlow in an investigation of the coup d'état by Zaporozhian leader Ivan Pitkova. The coup overthrew the Ottoman-installed Hospodar of Moldavia, Peter the Lame, in 1577 under a pretense that Ivan was the brother of the previous voivode of Moldavia, John III the Terrible. Batory also ordered the voivode of Kiev, Konstanty Wasyl-Ostrogsky, to send a punitive expedition against Pitkova and asked the mayors of Kamilnik, Bar, Bratslav, Vinnytsia, Bila Tserkva and others to support him. At the same time, Batory sent his ambassador Marcin Broniowski to the Khan of Crimea proposing cooperative actions against the Zaporozhian Cossacks. On July 27, 1578, Batory sent Ambassador Janksy Bareg to the Zaporozhian hosts proposing the Cossacks redirect the raids from Moldavia to Muscovy. To further discuss the proposition, a delegation headed by Andrei Luhansky arrived in Lviv on September 15, 1578. The next day it was agreed that 500 Cossacks would be enlisted for 15 florins each per year. Starosta of Cherkasy and Khan of Prince Michael Wisniawicki, was appointed hetman while his deputy was Jan Orosowski. The Cossacks' headquarters was established at Traktomiriv with its monastery, which was used as the Cossacks' hospital. The Cossacks were given a banner that denoted a relationship to the state army and were promised by Bereg to be paid in Cherkasky on St. Nicholas Day. The Cossacks evidently were paid only after the siege of Pskov in 1581. Even though the official register consisted of only 500 names, in reality the contingent of registered Cossacks numbered around 4,000. Batory's military reform, however, was not effective. The Polish government promised to pay the Cossacks' salary, but often did not do so. The Cossacks frequently and proudly pledged their allegiance to serve the King of Poland and hoped for the same financial compensation at least as the regular army. Due to the hold-ups in pay, some Cossacks returned to raiding the Tatars and Moldavians. In 1590 the Sejm issued a new declaration recreating the Cossack units. A king's edict was issued on July 25, 1590, through which 1,000 Cossacks were registered for policing duty in order to prevent unauthorized raids into neighboring countries. The registered Cossacks were paid from 5 to 12 zloty each quarter, and the Zaporozhian was selected to be their headquarters, as the Polish interests were aimed in securing the Swedish crown. However, the Cossack movement was allowed to grow out of control, leading to a series of local rebellions by Pułkownik Krzysztof Kozinski and Severin Nalivaiko, with assistance from Kosio Tarman of the Zaporozhian Cossacks Rehorial Oborda organization. Registered Cossacks formed an elite among the Cossacks, serving in the military under officers, colonels and generals. Under the Grand Crown Hetman, a substantial minority of Cossacks formed skilled light cavalry units, excellent skirmishers trained in mounted archery, making lightning raids, harassing heavier, slower formations and disengaging. Those units were often used as support for heavy elite Commonwealth cavalry, the Husaria, and were much cheaper to form than a Hussar unit. The main Cossack units were the infantry, known for their tabor formation. Registered Cossacks had many privileges, including personal freedom, exemption from many taxes and duties, and the right to receive wages. Although the Commonwealth military's fiscal problems led to delayed payments, often via items like clothing or weapons instead of coin, many Cossacks were skilled warriors, and the major income source came from raids on the southern neighbors of the Commonwealth. However, only a small number were actually registered Cossacks. The exact number was from few hundred to few thousand and varied over time, usually increasing during wartime. This led to many social and political tensions, especially as Szlachta continually attempted to force the Cossacks into submission as peasants, while the Cossacks demanded significant expansions of the Cossack register. Furthermore, the Cossack-Szlachta conflict was aggravated as Cossacks often supported Commonwealth monarchs like Vladislav Iwza, who were at odds with Polish Szlachta, who wished to further limit the monarch's powers. The tensions between the Cossacks and Szlachta grew from the late 16th century and resulted in several uprisings, with the registered Cossacks often forced to choose sides between supporting their own people or the Szlachta-backed Commonwealth forces. Eventually, the king's refusal to expand the registry led to the Khmelnytsky uprising of 1648. A Russian-Polish alliance was formed against Bohdan Khmelnytsky, with his Cossacks being declared rebels against all order. Don Cossack raids on Crimea left Khmelnytsky without the aid of his usual Tatar allies. The rebellion ended with the 1654 Treaty of Pereyaslav, in which Khmelnytsky's Cossacks, so as to destroy the Russian-Polish alliance against them, pledged their loyalty to the Russian Tsar, who guaranteed the protection, the recognition of the Starshina and the property and autonomy under his rule, freeing the Cossacks from the Polish sphere of influence in favor of Russian hegemony. Despite this, the registered Cossacks remained an official unit of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth Army until 1699, with individual Cossacks traveling to the Commonwealth to enroll in its ranks. Cossack Hetmanate. According to the Treaty of Zaporozhian, signed on August 17, 1649, the number of registered Cossacks increased up to 40,000. Bibliography. Brushevsky, Mikhailo. Illustrated History of Ukraine. Donetsk. Our ISBN 966-548-5717.